Hello students, welcome to economics class in English medium. Now I am going to tell you all 1 mark most important 1 mark questions. Ready for question and answer. Question number 1. What is economics? Economics is study of 4 things: production, consumption, distribution and exchange of wealth. Okay, 2 questions. What is utility? Number 2. Want satisfying power of a commodity. Okay, who gave the wealth definition? Adam Smith. Who is the father of economics? Adam Smith. Who gave the welfare definition? Marshall. Who gave the growth definition? Samuelson. Who gave the scarcity definition? Robinson. And who said economics is science of choice? Robinson. So here students, then move to the goods. What do you mean by good? Anything which satisfies human want. What is human want? Simply say like this: desire to have a commodity is known as want. Okay? What is demand? Demand means desire backed by 2 things. A, willingness to pay. B, ability to pay. Okay? Now I hope you understood. Demand means desire backed by 1, willingness to pay. 2, ability to pay. Next, what is the law of demand? The study of relationship between price and demand is known as law of demand, which tells us that there is inverse relationship between price and demand. Now move to the law of supply. Law of supply means what? First study what is supply. Supply means flow of goods from production center to market. Flow of goods from production center to market. And what is law of supply? The law of supply means study of relationship between price and supply. Because law of demand was study of relationship between price and demand. Law of supply was study of relationship between price and supply. This tells that there is a direct relationship between price and supply. If suppose this is the price, this will be the supply. Price rises, supply rises. Price falls, supply falls. This is the thing you have to apply. What is form utility? See, due to change in the form of a commodity, if utility is created, it is form utility. What is place? For example, you say cotton change into cloth, leather change into shoes. Yeah. Next, what is place utility? Due to changing the place of a commodity, the utility is created in it. For example, forest in the wood, forest in the wood in the forest, wood in the market. Or you can say that sand means sand in river, sand in market. So you can understand the difference. Okay. Time utility, that means due to change in the time, the utility is created in any commodity, that is time utility. For example, now we left winter season, now we are going to summer season. So the demand for ice cream in summer season is very high, means utility is creating now. Yeah. But in winter, the demand will be very less. Similarly, the demand for umbrella is very high in your rainy season, but there is no demand for them in the winter season. So when time changes, accordingly, our commodities utility also changes. Okay. Now, marginal utility. Next, what is marginal utility? The utility derived from the last unit. Suppose we consumed 4 units, the last unit utility that is called marginal utility. So, the utility derived from the last unit consumed by the consumer is known as marginal utility. If you have taken the first rasgulla, whatever utility you get, let us suppose 10, that is initial utility. That will be Pramandiko utility, initial utility. So, first first unit and last unit. When you consume the first unit, it is the utility initial utility. Last unit consume the utility that is marginal utility. Chatta chakra jota baharla put together is total utility. Remember this. So let me start like this. The utility derived from the last unit consumed by the consumer is known as marginal utility. But the sum total of the utility derived from all the commodities consumed by the consumer is called total utility. Visible? Now go to the relationship between marginal utility and total utility. One question definitely comes in your examination. Relationship between MU and TU. Marginal utility and total utility. Here you see, when MU falls, TU rises. We find it like this. Yeah. And when MU becomes 0, total utility highest, maximum becomes. And when marginal utility becomes negative, total utility falls. Three things you have to remember. But in the initial stage, both begins from one point. If you can see the graph, you can understand. So both are same in the beginning. But later on, direction changes like this. The downward goes MU, upward goes TU. Then again MU goes downward only, TU rises and falls. Therefore, 3 points you have to remember. Okay? Next, what is consumer goods? Consumer goods are those goods which satisfy human want directly. For example, this watch, you can say, or this pen, or this shirt, which satisfy human want directly. Right? Then what is producer goods? Producer goods are those goods which satisfy human want indirectly, not directly, indirectly. For example, machinery, tractor, money. Suppose you feel hungry, if you eat the money, does it satisfy your want? That's why. It satisfies your want indirectly. By money you will purchase something, you will eat and your want can be satisfied. So, goods which satisfy human want directly, consumer goods. Goods which satisfy human want indirectly, producer goods. Goods which we get freely, free goods. That means goods which we get without any payment is known as free goods. For example, rainwater, sunshine, free goods. But goods which we get with some payment, they are called economic goods. Or let us say this pen, or let us say this ring, or let us say this pets, all are economic goods purchased. So the purchased goods are all economic goods. Remember one point here, free goods are not wealth. Economic goods are wealth. Free goods are free goods have both value in use and value in exchange, but free goods has high value in use but no value in exchange. But economic goods has both a value in use and value in exchange. Next point is, free goods are unlimited by nature. Its supply is unlimited. But economic goods are limited by nature. So know the difference in the point. One is wealth, one is not wealth. One is unlimited and another is limited. So point wise you have to remember. Now see intermediate good and final good. Okay, intermediate goods, those goods which are useful to produce the final good are called as intermediate good. For example, iron ore helps us to produce the iron. Sugar cane helps us to produce the sugar. And final good is sugar. Final good is the good which is ready to use and ready to sell. Ready to use and ready to sell. Those goods are called as final good. They are also known as finished goods. Remember this. Next comes material and non-material goods. The goods which can be seen, which can be touched, which can be felt, material goods. For example, I have shown you this pen or this book or this table I am in. But non-material goods are those goods which we cannot see, touch and feel. Cannot see, touch and feel. Service of a teacher, for example, service of a doctor, service of a lawyer. Remember students, these examples of non-material goods are rather very important than its meaning. Now students, what is public good and what is private good? See, goods which is owned, managed, controlled by government are public goods. Goods which are owned, managed, controlled by private people, private goods. Example give, schools, colleges of government are public goods and private schools, colleges, buses are private goods. Next, what is aggregate supply? See, the total supply of a country in a particular year. That is, total supply of all final goods and services of a country in a year is known as total supply. What is aggregate demand? The total demand of a country in a particular year means the total demand for the final goods and services of a country in a year is known as aggregate demand. Out of the two, one you will definitely get aggregate supply or aggregate demand. What are the components of aggregate demand? C plus I plus G plus X minus L. C for consumption demand, I for investment demand, okay. G for government demand, X minus M, export minus import. That is foreign demand. That means that is the foreign demand. So the elements of aggregate demand is also very important. Now next round is what is money, what is near money. One again you will get out of the two. So money means anything which is generally accepted as a medium of exchange or measurement of value. Medium of exchange and measurement of value is known as money. And what is near money? Near money is not really money, but it works as money. For example, bank draft you say, check you say, okay. That which is not really money, but which works like money is said to be near money. Bank draft, treasury bill, okay, bill of exchange are the example of near money. Example also you have to remember. Okay, students, for this round, thank you very much for watching. Next round, I will give you another 50 questions.